For mixed media artist Michelle Monet, it's been a long journey. A long and surprising journey to her small studio shop in Gatlinburg from the glamour and glitz of Vegas-style shows.
Oh, every day I'm beginning.
18 years old, I started playing guitar for tips and making a living as a solo act with my guitar.
Happy time. Happy night.
Someone grabbed me and ended up being an agent from the Legends in Concert show in Vegas, and she said, "You've got to come be Streisand, you look like her and you sing like her." And I said, "No, I want to be me."
She had a dream to be her own artist, to sing her own music.
And then she said, "But it pays this much." And I said, "Okay, I'll do it for a week."
But 9 years later, Michelle Monet was still Barbara Streisand.
The moment I put the wigs on, I felt this sadness, like I'm losing me. God gives us all talents. I knew I was born to do other things besides people who need people, and I could do that. And I did it every night for 9 years, but there was a part of me that knew I was going to stop and do something different, that I was going to eventually be me.
And when Michelle finally made the decision to do something different, it was very much a showstopper.
22 dancers, big multi-million-dollar production, and they hired me to be the star. It was 9 months contract, and about 6 months into it, something happened and I was on stage. I didn't know I was going to do this. I just couldn't be Barbara anymore. I knew it was just time. God, somebody told me just, this was it. I threw my wig off. I had tears running down my face, ran off stage, and the dancers were like, "Oh my God, she's flipped her wig." And I did. Literally flipped my wig.
But the dramatic closing of the chapter on Michelle's life as an imitation performance artist suddenly and unexpectedly led to her next chapter as a genuine visual artist.
I was in South Africa and started to draw pictures from the menu. And I don't know why I was doodling nonstop, but then I thought, what am I doing drawing pictures? Because I was 36 years old and I'd never drawn a stick figure. And then all of a sudden I could draw anything.
The midlife discovery of another artist living inside you is not always welcomed by everyone.
When my ex-husband saw me drawing, he would stand behind me and take the pen literally out of my hand and say, "You're a singer, you're one of the best singers in the world. Why are you drawing these silly pictures?"
But Michelle kept drawing, following a calling to something more.
I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't have any desire to sing. I just shut my mouth, but then my hands started to sing for me. I started to sing through my pen. I really did like the idea of mixing things together. I've always liked throwing things together. So I would collect leaves when I would walk on hikes, and I'd put stones with leaves and put calligraphy with it, and I'd think, well, what's that mean? That's mixed media.
For someone who at first didn't know what she was doing, Michelle has done pretty well. In the years since she opened her studio, Michelle has been able to make a living from her art.
I love that one.
Her customers are drawn to her and her unusual art that they find both playful and poignant, but also sassy and sentimental.
I make ladies with hot flashes where I use real little hot flash pills. Those are fun. I make ugly ladies, pretty ladies. I make golfers with funny golfing quotes. Those sell good. Sisters and friends together drinking coffee, drinking beer and wine. Those are big sellers. I make a lot of sisters and friends. Teachers with real spit wads, which is popular because I use my real spit on those. You get DNA on it with every purchase on those.
But Michelle is not an artist just for the money. She's already been there, done that.
I know the feeling I get when I sit down here to work is better than any feeling. It's better than people coming and buying it. The joy is in the creating, and creativity is its own reward, which I have a few pieces that say that. It is its own reward, but I'm very lucky to have made it my career.
Michelle feels she was led into her second career as a visual artist, and looking back, she discovered something else going on behind the scenes.
Art heals. When you're doing art, I really think it heals. I was going through a complete breakdown at age 36. Left a husband, didn't have any money left. All I had was a pencil to start drawing. It helped me get through this divorce and the loss of career and everything I thought I was, which was this Streisand persona.
A new career, a new purpose, a renewed person.
Make me an instrument. Use my talents, use me, Lord.
The musical artist, the singer, songwriter who is Michelle Monet never went away. Once hidden under a celebrity impersonation, the artist who found expression through visual art is now ready to sing again in her own voice.
So I've written songs about make me an instrument, talking about just use my talents the way they're supposed to be used, talking to that higher power. Everyone wants to be understood, and I think the songs that I've written, sometimes they help me to understand myself and why I was unhappy, and then maybe it'll inspire someone else that thinks that they're on a journey and they don't quite understand.
By the time of her upcoming 50th birthday, Michelle plans to record and release some of her own original music.
Every time I choose a stock, I lose. I thought this was the good life, it sure is a pity. I've got the new suburban blues.
Through music, through visual art, Michelle Monet finally gets to be who she is.
What more do you want, right? And like a full circle feeling will happen, because I do think I'm hiding a lot of that and I'm holding it too close. It's like I need to just do it, just like I do my art.